Hello, my friend. In this training video, we are going to go over loading the Zone Trader onto your MT4 platform, whether it be on your VPS or whether it be on a dedicated computer, whichever you have chosen to run the software. Again, if you haven't watched the video talking about setting up a VPS, make sure you watch that first, where we walk you through that process. But if you already have a VPS set up, or if you've chosen to get a dedicated computer, you are going to want to do everything that I talk about in this video from either your desktop, your VPS desktop, or from your dedicated computer desktop that you want to use to run the software, okay? I'm going to assume most of you have chosen to go the VPS route and you went through and you set up a VPS account. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you log in to your VPS. So I don't know what you did to, what kind of icons you created, but make sure you log into your VPS. I have a shortcut here on my desktop. So log into your VPS and then do this from your VPS desktop, okay? So let's just assume I am recording this video on my local desktop, but let's assume what we're looking at here is your VPS desktop, okay? Now you're watching this video in the back office already. I just don't know where you logged into the back office. If you logged into the back office on your local desktop, then you're obviously going to want to do this from your VPS desktop. But when you get to your VPS desktop, just pull up your web browser, whichever one they have there. The VPS that I personally use, they already have Chrome downloaded. So pull up your browser and then log in to the TNT Solutions back office, okay? When you log in, it'll take you here to the dashboard. All you're going to do is click on the downloads button right here on the left, right here, downloads, left click on that, and then it's going to pull up the downloads page, all right? We are talking about loading the zone. We will have another training video talking about loading the TNT tracker. Right now, we're just loading the zone. So all you do, hover over it, so you get that little mouse thing there, left click on it, and then what's going to happen is it is actually going to load the zip file for you. Download the zip file. So you see it came up, it popped up down here in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, okay? See where it says Zone Trader Package Zip, all right? Now there's two different things you can do here. What I personally like to do is I like to go up here, watch my mouse, come up here to the upper right-hand corner, click on this double box right here in the middle. If you click on that, it'll make the screen smaller, okay? Now, if it doesn't make it this small, and you just want to make it small so you can see the desktop in the background, okay? If it makes, if when you click on that button, it doesn't quite make it as small as mine is, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's much, much bigger, right? It fills up most of the page. All you have to do is pull all the corners in. So watch my mouse. If I come up here to the corner, right, you see the double arrow? Just click on it and pull it in, and it'll make it smaller. You can do the same thing up here at the top. See where it gives you those double arrows? Left click, you can either pull down or pull up. You can make that screen bigger or smaller, okay? You just want it to be small enough so that you can see the desktop in the background. So what you can do with this is my favorite way of doing it is I just come down here to the zip file, I left click with my mouse, and then I just hold it down and I drag it. You just drag and then let go of the left mouse, of the left button on your mouse, and it'll drop it on the desktop. All right, that's what I prefer to do. That's my favorite method. So another thing you can do if you don't want to do that, click this little arrow, click on the open button, and it'll pull up another window. It'll pull up basically the folder that it's sitting in. And then you'll see here the file is Zone Trader, or the folder within the folder, basically. So just left click on that, hold down, and then you drag that to the desktop. Okay, ultimately it's the same thing, it's just a little bit different way of doing it. And then once you do that, oops, didn't mean to drop it there. Then you can close out this window, you can minimize this one, and then it'll be sitting here on your desktop. Okay? So it is sitting here on your desktop now. Then what you're going to want to do is I'm assuming, again, if you watch the previous video where we talk about your VPS and downloading MetaTrader 4 to your VPS, I'm assuming you've already downloaded your MetaTrader 4 to your VPS. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you go watch that video and complete that task before you do this one. Because you need, whatever broker you're using, you need that MetaTrader 4 loaded here on your desktop. Just for example purposes, I have a demo Traders Way account. So all you have to do is open up your Traders Way MT4, okay? And then you're going to do the same thing with this window. Is you're going to kind of minimize it, all right? Click that button. It'll make the screen a little bit smaller. If you want it even smaller than what it's showing up, again, just put the cursor in the upper in the corner. Doesn't matter if it's the upper right-hand corner or the lower left-hand corner. It doesn't matter. When you get those double arrows, just click and pull it in, all right? Make it a little smaller. So now you have your files, right? So then what you want to do is you want to double click on the Zone Trader file on your desktop, double click on that to open it, and it'll actually open up that file, okay? So now you have both of these windows open. You have your MetaTrader 4 and you have your folder with all your Zone Trader files in it, okay? Now all you're going to do is this Zone Trader version, right now it's version 19.10. What you're going to do with this is you're going to right click, hover over it, right click, come down here and hit copy, okay? Again, hover over it, right click, and then scroll down here, left click on copy. Then you're going to come back over here to your MetaTrader 4, okay? Then all you're going to do is you're going to click on File, left click File, scroll down, and Open Data Folder, okay? Open Data Folder. Click on that. Then it's going to open your data folder. Now what you want to do is you want to scroll down here and you want to click, you want to open up the MQL4 and you double click on that to open that, okay? Then it brings up these other files. See this one here at the top called Experts? Double click on that to open that file, all right? Now you are in the Expert Advisors folder, and now all you're going to do with the cursor in the folder, you're going to right click, and then you're going to come down here and you're going to click on Paste. Paste. So now you just pasted the Zone Trader in the Expert Advisors file, okay? Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to move that just a little bit, and you're going to come back here to the Zone Trader folder, and these two EXEs at the top, they start with a Q mavs, and Q permissions. First thing you're going to do is you're going to left click on the light on the top one. Then you're going to, on your keyboard, you're going to press and hold the shift button. Press and hold down the shift button, and then you're going to click on the Q permissions file. And that highlights both of them, okay? So now you have both of them chosen or highlighted. Then you're going to hover over it. You're going to right click and then come down here and hit copy. Okay? So now you have those copied. Now, again, what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here to the, right now we're still in the Expert Advisors file. If you go up here, you see the path that we went before. Click on MQL4, okay? And then you're going to see a folder here called Libraries. You're going to have a folder here called Libraries. Now, let me just do this a different way. Let's assume, you know, by accident you closed out that folder. You just closed out that whole window when you were there before. All right, so I'll start from scratch. So from your MetaTrader 4, you're going to go to File, go down here to Open Data Folder, click on that, and then from here, you're going to come down here and you're going to double click on MQL4 to open that up. Double click, and then you're in the same, see Experts is here at the top. Scroll down here about halfway down, you're going to see one that says Libraries. Double click on that. And then from here, once you're in the libraries file, then you are going to right click and you're going to paste those other two files, okay, or those other two softwares right there. You got QMAVs and Q permissions. So they are now in your libraries folder, okay? So now you can actually close that out. Then what we are going to do is we can expand our MT4 window to make it bigger. Then all you have to do is come down here. You'll see down here in the lower left-hand corner, you will see your this window down here. You'll see a file that says Expert Advisors. Now, if this is the first time you're coming here, it might be minimized, right? It might look like this. All you have to do is click on this little plus sign right here, and it'll expand it, okay? Then over Expert Advisors, just right-click and click on Refresh. And then boom, you have the Zone Trader pops up right there, okay? That's all there is to it. Zone Trader is now loaded on your MT4. And if and when an update comes out, like right now it's version 19.10 or 19.10, if a different version gets sent out, you're going to load the version, the additional version or the new version into the Expert Advisors folder, just like we loaded it here, okay? So again, all you have to do to get to the Expert Advisors folder, and this is down the road if an update comes out or when an update comes out, because there's a really good chance that we'll have some updates along the way. So when you're in your MetaTrader 4 account, again, all you have to do to get to the Expert Advisors file is click on File, come down here to Open Data folder, come down here to MQL4, double click on that, go to Experts, double click on that, and then boom, you are now in the Expert Advisors file, okay? And then whenever we have a new version of the Zone Trader, you will have copied it already by now, and then you just right click, paste, and it'll pop up here, all right? And that's the newest version. And then when you do that, then again, all you have to do is come down here, come down to here to Expert Advisors, right click, refresh, and then the new version will pop up there, okay? That's all there is to it. It's really pretty simple. Once you do it once, it becomes really, really easy to do it multiple times. So it's not a very hard process. If it's your first time ever doing it, you know, you might have to watch this video a couple of times. What I recommend is if this is your absolute first time watching, doing this or loading an Expert Advisor, just watch it step by step. Watch me do a step, you pause the video, go do it yourself. Come back, watch me do another step, you pause the video, then go do it yourself. And as long as you follow the instructions step by step by step, everything will get set up and everything will get loaded easily and quickly and correctly. All right. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.